Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to another process video. And today I'm working on day number 5 of 31 Days of Cutfiles. And this is another cut file that I purchased from Some Assembly Required. So it came with all 31 cut files. So it wasn't like I was purchasing each one separately. I did choose to cut them myself. You could also purchase where MK and Janet would send the cut files to you already pre-cut in case you did not have a cutting machine. And so I decided with this cut file I was going to cut it in half. And so I'm not sure what I'm doing off screen. Oh, I think I was gluing it. Yeah. So I'm gluing the cut file so that I could adhere it down. Now the paper that I'm working with and the ephemera I'm working with is Hip Kit Club July of 2025. So just this most recent kit that came out. It was super cute. It gave me a lot of kind of Vicky Bouton vibes. So I was real nervous to cut this cut file in half. Not that it would have been a big deal. I could have recut it out, but I really hate to waste it. And it does take some time. Plus, with this cut file, there were some like many intricate pieces to it. I did have to knock a few pieces out just because my cutter didn't, quite cut them out. So I was really trying not to have to go back and redo that. So I am off screen again, gluing the other side so I can get it here down. But thankfully it worked out well. I just went ahead. I was like, I really wanted to split the presents up. I don't know if the cut file came in this size or if I blew it up. I know quite a few of the cut files I did increase their size just so then that way, the cutting machine would cut the files a little bit better. And that's kind of the key to cut files is to, if they have a lot of intricate patterns, to blow them up, making them a little bit bigger. So that way the cutting machine can cut those images a little bit better. And so I am continuing on with some of these candles and presents and things like that and doing birthday layouts. So I initially was thinking about doing Christmas with this and had actually pulled out Christmas paper and things like that. And then I really wanted to work with the July Hip Kit Club kit. So I felt like there was a lot of stuff in that and the ephemera and things like that would really work well with birthday type stuff. So that's why I decided to pivot and do birthday. So this was from my daughter's birthday here just recently. She turned 5, so she was opening up her presents. And then the HBD at the top were vellum pieces that came, and you got 2 of each letter that came in the Hip Kit Club. I bought the pattern paper kit, so it comes with the ephemera. And I decided to do HBD for happy birthday, of course. And each of the letters that you have, they come in various colors, but they kind of almost have like a tie-dye appearance to them. So I really like these a lot because I felt like they could hide your glue or your adhesive a lot better than some of the solid color vellum pieces. And so I was really excited to use these. And I decided to use adhesive on this instead of glue because I was hoping that it would hide the adhesive behind it, and it did. You can't even see it. So I kind of put that almost up at the top, kind of like their birthday candles. So essentially kind of what I was trying to do was make her look like she was part of the presents and things like that. Just look like they were all stacked up so together. And then I'm going to pull in some of the ephemera pieces. The little piece that's to the bottom left of the picture here that I'm gluing down now says hooray for today, and that's a puffy sticker. And then this is a chipboard piece that says you make my world colorful, or you color my world, something like that. So I had already mocked all of this up, so I was kind of on the basically a lot of time when I post my process videos, usually it's me mocking everything up. I usually will go away from gluing things, or sometimes I'll show me gluing some stuff, depending on the length of the video. I really try to keep them 15 minutes or less. But with this one, I had already mocked it up, and decided to show more of the process of like gluing it and getting everything kind of finalized. This rainbow piece is a chipboard. So this one's kit came with like a ton of stuff. It came with die cut flowers. It came with die cut like kind of figures. So it came with a lot of different pieces, like, you know, there were like some animals in there, so you could do like kind of zoo kind of theme, a lot of tags and tabs, and then it came with chipboard pieces that was kind of similar. Like it had like a lot of different themes to it. And then it came with like some journaling labels and tags. So it came with quite a bit. It really gave me a lot of like Vicky Bouton vibes, just with like the coloring. Some of like the pieces that were included kind of seemed like things that would kind of be in her collection. So it was really colorful. It was a really mixed bag of things. So you could really, I felt like you could do zoo layouts, you could do summer layouts where maybe you're not by the pool or at the beach. So it had a really good wide variety of things in there. And then this little watch, I think I think it might have said something like today's your day or something like that. So I figured since it was her birthday. And she loves pink. So this girl, I'm always trying to get pink in her layouts because I hope one day she'll appreciate them and see that I try to work in a lot of pink. Now, of course, she'll get older and probably decide she hates the color pink. But right now, at least at this stage in her life, she loves pink. So she's usually very girly. And I'm just bending up the petals and the leaves a little bit just to give them a little bit more dimension. I usually will always do that with my flowers. And so I'm just going to tuck in a couple little flowers on either side of this picture. And then this is a little chipboard piece. This gives me Vicky Bouton vibes. It looks like something that would have come in her Flower Emporium, because she had like a lot of like flag type pieces like that in Flower Emporium, which that's another thing. I'm hoping to sit down and pull out some Flower Emporium with this 31 Days of Cutfiles, because I did a couple layouts with it, but I really haven't pulled it out that much just because I've had other things that have come, and then I get distracted and, you know, with the next pretty kid or whatever, and then kind of go away from it. So these balloons are chipboard pieces, so I'm going to tuck those in behind the flowers. And then that little disco ball is also a chipboard piece. I forget what that little arrow piece says that I put on that banner. I never can like read things this small when I'm doing these voiceovers. So that little arrow that I had added, that's actually a puffy sticker. And then also, so you can see the puffy stickers there. So it came with puffy stickers as well. I'm going to put a little puffy sticker heart right in the middle of that camera. And then this little arrow pointing towards her, just to kind of put emphasis that it's her day. And I kind of felt like that spot needed a little extra something. And that's pretty much, that's really all I'm going to do with this. I don't add a ton of embellishment because I feel like I don't want to cover up a lot of the presents, and I kind of feel like that is an embellishment in and of itself. I usually with cut files will not embellish a ton, just because I feel like you put the effort cutting out the file, and I feel like that should be kind of your main focus. So here are some close-ups. I'll include the information down below. And I thank you again for joining me for another process video.